This is 8.4 of algebra. So we're going to look at some shortcuts for multiplying binomials. Okay, there are a few cases where things always work out, so there's a shortcut to it rather than doing the long way. So the first is a square of a binomial. Okay, so if we have x plus 2 squared, or 2x plus 9 squared, that kind of thing. If you look at this picture up here, you can see why this works. So we get the blue square in the middle, right? And these two green pieces are exactly the same. So that's where we get these equations down here. If we have a plus b squared, we get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And if we have a minus b squared, we get a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So the only difference is here. Plus and minus here, plus and minus here. Otherwise, they're exactly the same. So let's try some examples. N minus 7 squared. So if we match this up with our thing, we've got a minus b squared. Right? So our a is now n, and our b is now 7. So our general form is a squared minus 2ab, right, because there's a negative, plus b squared. And then we can plug in. So a is n, so this is n squared, minus 2 times n times 7, plus 7 squared. And then we just got to simplify it. N squared, well, 2 times 7 is 14, so this is minus 14n, plus, and 7 squared is 49. And that's our answer, right? So you could skip the distributive method, or the square method, or the FOIL method, right, and do this instead. These are shortcuts. So yes, you can still do it the long way. This is just going to be quicker. Okay? So this one, a plus b squared. So in this case, our a is 2x and our b is 9. Our general form, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And we can plug in 2x squared plus 2 times 2x times 9 plus 9 squared. Got to spread that squared in, so this turns into 2 squared x squared plus 2 times 2 is 4 times 9 is 36, so this is 36x, plus 9 squared is 81. And lastly, 2 squared is just 4, so 4x squared plus 36x plus 81. Okay, so your book has this example problem. The problems you're actually doing in your homework aren't quite as crazy looking, so I'm going to show you one of those. So what they want to know, ooh, that does not look like a square. So they give you a square, and let's say it's x plus 4 by x plus 4. Okay, and there's a little cutout in there, and they tell you the dimensions of that. Let's say it's x plus 2 by x plus 2. Okay, and they want to know all of this area. So we need to do the big square minus the little square. Okay, area of a square is just the side squared, right? So this is x plus 4 squared minus x plus 2 squared, right? So similar to our surface area problem that we've done before, and you just do these two problems separately and subtract them. So our last shortcut is the product of a sum and a difference. So this is when you have x plus 2 times x minus 2, that sort of thing. So here's our general form. Those two middle pieces that we would have had actually cancel each other out. So if we had, like, let's say we have x plus 2 times x minus 2. How this works out, let me show you on the table version. So x, 2x, negative 2. That gives us x squared. That's 2x, negative 2x. That's minus 4. So this would be x squared plus 2x plus a negative 2x plus a negative 4. If we combine these two middle guys, we get x squared. Well, 2x minus 2x, that's just 0. So this turns into x squared minus 4. Right, so that's where we get the a squared minus b squared. those two middle terms that we always have to add when we're multiplying disappear. So I'm going to line these up, a plus b and a minus b. So our a is x and our b is 9. Either you can match it up here or you can match it up over on this side. It's going to be the same. And our general form is a squared minus b squared. So we can plug in a, which is our x. So x squared minus, and our b is 9, so 9 squared. So this is just x squared minus 81. Right? If we match it up on this one, a plus b, a minus b. So in this case, our a is 6 and our b is m squared. So our general form, a squared minus b squared. Plug in my a, I get 6 squared, minus, when we plug in our b, we've got m squared squared. 6 squared is just 36, minus, when we have an exponent on the outside, we multiply, right? So this is m to the, well, 2 times 2, that's 4. So 36 minus m to the 4th. And let's do our last one. This time they switch it up. It's a minus b times a plus b. So our a is 3c and our b is 4. General form, still a squared minus b squared. I'm going to plug in 3c for my a and plug in 4 for my b. This time we got to distribute in, right? So this is 3 squared c squared minus, and 4 squared is just 16. 3 squared is 9, so this is 9c squared minus 16. And there's your homework.